I believe we are live. Let me go ahead and just double check. I'll get the playback going on my page. Hopefully this loads. There we go. Live. And I got an ad on my own page. Fantastic. All right. Well, for the people that are in the chat, can you guys hear me? Making sure we're all good there. All right, cool. Yeah. Sounds like you guys can hear me. Fantastic. We are all set to go. All right. So what's up, guys? Welcome to an update I think a lot of us have been waiting for, an update regarding Disneyland's proposed reopening here in California. So it's been a long time since we've heard any news about Disneyland reopening, and I think a lot of us are happy to hear that Disneyland has proposed its reopening in July. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the details about what we've already been told. We'll go ahead and go over any questions you guys have. In the whole video, I'm going to be going over the article that Parks Blog posted. I'm also going to show a video about what Disney posted about like keeping the hotels a little bit more cleaner and stuff and what they're preparing to do. And then also I'm going to go ahead and kind of keep a list off to the side about what we know and what we've already talked about. So if anybody joins this, they don't have to worry about asking the questions and not getting answered because we've already talked about it. Hopefully the information that'll be up on the side will be enough for them to, understand. So let me go ahead and get that started. Give me 1 sec while I do that. So first thing I'm going to put up right here is make sure everybody can see it. Make sure I can see it. Put this off to the side. 1 sec, guys. Want to make sure we're all set. The mic's going to go quiet for just a second, so bear with me. All right, cool. So we should be good to go from what I can see. Just making sure. All right, there we go. Yeah. Don't want that to kill you guys as far as it being doubled. Okay, so this is what we have for details that we already know. So what we already know is Downtown Disney will be opening on July 9th. Proposed. Thank you, Murphy. Downtown Disney is proposed to open on July 9th. So let me go ahead and pull up my calendar, see what that falls on. July 9th falls. That's on a Thursday. Kind of random for it to fall on a Thursday. Also, I wonder why they are doing it the week after a holiday weekend. Maybe because they don't want as many people there, which is a possibility. So Downtown Disney set to open July 9th. We have no information about the actual stores that will be opening, if it's going to be a select or if it's going to be all. So we don't know yet. We're hoping it's going to be all, considering Downtown Disney is one big family, and we would love to see all of our stores back in business for all of our guests to enjoy. Let's see. The next thing that we have here is Disneyland and Disney California Adventure proposed to open July 17th. So that is officially 1 week and 1 day after. So it's the following Friday. So it's set to open up on a weekend, which that's great, because a lot of people are probably going to try and be off to be there for the weekend. But then it also might not be great for a lot of people that want to go but won't be able to because, maybe they're on break for whatever reason and they're going to be going somewhere else during that weekend or something like that. Who knows?
Well, they might not be able to get a reservation.
Or they might not be able to get a reservation, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Thank you, Mark. My little passenger over there.
I'm just helping you out.
I appreciate it. Let's see. What else do we have here? Next, we have Grand California Hotel and Paradise Pier Hotel will be opening on July 23rd. So that is following 6 days after Disneyland is set to open. So it's 2 weeks officially from Downtown Disney opening, 6 days from Disneyland opening. And did you see any information about Disneyland Hotel?
No.
Huh. That's surprising. I would not have thought that they wouldn't have included. No, it's cool. So they did not include anything about Disneyland Hotel, which is a little bit surprising, but oh well, we'll continue. Reservations will be required to enter the park for all guests. So whether you are an annual pass holder, whether you are a single day ticket holder, a three-day ticket holder, a premier pass holder, it does not matter. You will be required to get a reservation to enter the park. We actually posted about this on our Instagram a couple weeks ago as a joke. We actually posted that it was like Signature and Signature Plus people crying about having to get reservations, and then underneath was a guy laughing because it's like the Flex Pass people already have it, so they already know what to deal with. So we posted a joke about it, but it turns out it's real. So definitely everybody's gonna have to struggle with that. As far as more details on that, we'll go into a little bit more about what we know, and then we'll go ahead and ask any or answer any questions you guys have. Spelled grand. Did we spell grand wrong?
Did I don't know.
I think you spelled grand wrong.
I was literally typing it in seconds.
Yeah, Ashley was typing this like instantly.
Do you want me to fix it?
Yeah, when you get the chance. It's not the biggest of deals, and people understand it's a Grand California. So, but as far as any questions you guys have, please hold them to the end. We'll do a full Q&A for any questions that you guys might have for the information that I provided that maybe I didn't answer, or maybe the information didn't answer, to see if I can have the answer for it. Doubt I will, but who knows? Maybe I'm smart enough to answer. Let's see. There is a temporary pause on ticket sales and annual passports. So what does that mean? From what we understand, if anybody does not have already a ticket for Disneyland that's valid for 2020, so basically if you bought a ticket previously, or if you had a ticket that's valid for any date in 2020 that they didn't extend, or that they did extend it for, then you are good to go. So you have to have a valid ticket already purchased. Annual pass holders, you have to have a valid annual pass in order to get a reservation. At this point, we don't know if there's going to be any blockout dates for reservations, depending on the type of pass that you have, because that information has not been released. So we have to wait to see. There's a lot of information that we basically have to wait for in order to actually make a full-on, detailed summary about what's going to happen. So far, we're just talking about what we think is going to happen. What's up?
Also, something to keep in mind.
Hold on. Can you guys hear Ashley?
Here, I'll get closer.
Yeah, talk a little closer. People said to come on camera and say hi.
With my salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm cooking dinner. Something to keep in note though, if they do have reservations, right? We already know that.
Yeah.
But we don't know if you make a reservation and you're able to go to the park, let's say on Monday, is there like a cap? Like you can only reserve once a week, twice a week, or are they going to allow you to reserve every single day? And are they going to approve it every day? Or are they going to let other people who haven't gotten approved that are requesting? I don't know if the system's that smart, but that's something to think about.
Totally. Yeah, 100%. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into that a little bit further once we get past these other questions here. There's two more that I don't know why it's not showing on here. Let me go ahead and bring it down. I think there's... Nope, not that. And there we go. Okay, I knew there was more. Okay, so parades, character meet and greets, and nighttime spectaculars will return at a later date. So that includes any type of parade, including Magic Happens, possibly, more than likely, the cavalcade, unless they only do the cavalcade thing that's on the car, which they had done before. That includes fireworks, of course. Everybody knows, Disneyland Forever, when they had it, Together Forever for Pixar Fest. And then nighttime spectaculars, which more than likely is Fantasmic. They will not be having Fantasmic. And the reason for those three things and meet and greets, sorry. The reason for those things not happening is because they don't want people all clumped up together in one area. They want to basically practice social distancing as much as possible. So that is why they're getting rid of those events or spectaculars, and it's all due to that. The volume is low and can't hear well. Is anybody not hearing me well enough? I can turn it up if that's true. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. My bad. I just didn't want the mic to blow you guys out. Should be good now. Just Beauty, let me know if that's better for you. So yeah, we're not going to get any of the stuff that we're used to. I can perfect. Yes, it's better. Okay, thank you guys. We're not going to get any stuff that we used to as far as meet and greets, as far as fireworks, as far as parades, as far as nighttime spectaculars. That's also including World of Color. I just thought about that. That's a bummer. I totally forgot about World of Color.
In here like World of Color.
Oh, my bad.
And Mickey's the Magical Map.
Oh yeah, so making the magical map, and then the little plays and all that stuff that happens at the Fantasyland Theater. No, the Royal Theater, right?
The Fantasyland Theater is Mickey the Magical Map. Look.
The Royal Theater is the one by Marissa's Treats.
That's just character meet and greets.
The one with Rapunzel?
Yeah. Oh, that one? Oh, yeah, the Rapunzel show?
Yeah, that one's not going to happen because people are not going to be able to sit next to each other. But we'll get more into that as we go down. Basically, what I want to do is probably just hit all the points. Then we'll go back into it so we can ask or so we can see if there's any questions about it. Health and safety measures as well as operational changes for reopening will be shared soon. So at this point, Disneyland is basically keeping everything under wraps about what they plan to do about, keeping everything sanitized, keeping everything safe, keeping everything from being dirty. And the reason why they're doing this is more than likely because they don't know if the governor, as well as the mayor, is going to approve this proposal for them to reopen. It's just like Walt Disney World in Florida. They have to put this proposal out for them to basically ask, hey, can we open at this date if we do these certain precautions? And if they agree that it's something that they can do, then they open it. If not, then they have to go back to the drawing board and have to figure out a way that's going to make it better for the community or for the guests or something like that. So that is, I mean, it's news. I wouldn't say it's news. It's not good news. It's not bad news. It's news because we are not getting the Disneyland that we're used to. We are not getting the shows, the events, the parades, the fireworks. Nothing like we used to at this point. We're not getting the ability to enter the park like we used to. Yeah, it's really weird to think about it that way. But we are not getting the Disneyland that we are used to at this point. And we understand that it has to be done this way to protect everybody and to make this COVID-19 go away. But it also sucks because you're so used to getting something the way it is and it's the best thing in the world for some people, but now it's kind of like, oh, here's half of it. So I mean, you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. These people are out here trying to make sure that we're safe. So I'm going to get rid of this temporarily. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video that they posted about the hotel. So in case you guys haven't seen it, you guys can watch it real quick. And then we'll go to the article that was written by Michael Ramirez for Parks Blog. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. All right, so that is the video. Ashley is telling me that is Walt Disney World's video, but it doesn't say Walt Disney World.
But this came out prior to the announcement of Disneyland.
Right.
Hotels, so.
And it's more than likely, majority of that has to do with Walt Disney World due to the fact that they have magic bands. I mean, if they bring magic bands to Disneyland because of this, I think that's a huge plus because a lot of people love the magic band system. And I think it'd be a fantastic addition to Disneyland, but I don't know if the technology here is up to date enough for it. Who knows? We have to wait to see if that's ever going to be a possibility here for Disneyland. But it'd be nice. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now the article that was written for Parks Blog. So we can go ahead and go over that. Let's pull that up on the page here and scroll down. So as you guys can see, this is the post that was going everywhere in regards to Disneyland's reopening. So proposes plans for a phased reopening, Downtown Disney District, July 9th. Disneyland Park and California Adventure, July 17th. Disneyland Grand Californian Hotel and Spa and Disneyland Paradise Pier Hotel, July 23rd. And this is the information regarding it. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull it up on my side so I can read it for you guys. And then if you guys want to go ahead and read it to yourselves, I'll actually have it linked in the description. So you guys can actually just click the link. And I'll have all of the verbiage posted in the description as well. as well as any questions that you guys may have. Hold on to them. I will go ahead and answer them as quickly and as accurately as I can once we get through all this, just because I want to make sure we get through the information, so in case anybody does have a question, they can go ahead and get it answered with the information I have so far. So let's go and see. So 65 years to the date after this historic opening of Disneyland Park, we are planning to open our theme park gates once again on July 17, 2020, welcoming guests back to the Disneyland Resort. Disney Park Experience and Products today announced proposed plans for phased reopening of the Disneyland Resort, pending state and local government approvals. Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa and Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel plan to reopen on July 23rd, and Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park will plan to reopen on July 17th. Additionally, Downtown Disney will begin reopening on July 9th. So far, that's fantastic news, because that already kind of, gives the information that everything is set to happen as long as it gets approved. Continuing, because theme park capacity will be significantly limited to comply with governmental requirements and promote physical distancing, the Disneyland Resort will manage attendance through a new theme park reservation system that will require all guests, including annual pass holders, so APs, to obtain a reservation for park entry in advance. Theme park reservations will be subject to availability. More details about this new reservation system will be available soon. So if anybody asks, how do you do it? We don't know yet. We get that information soon. At this time, there will be a temporary pause on new ticket sales and annual passport sales and renewals. Oh, I didn't even know it was renewals too. I thought it was just sales. All right, let's continue. Additional details will be available soon. Please check Disneyland.com for the most current information. Once approved, the Disneyland Resort will open with enhanced health and safety measures. In addition, a guest experience team will be available throughout the parks and Downtown Disney District to assist guests with questions regarding the new policies. Certain experiences that draw large groups of gatherings, such as parades, nighttime spectaculars, will return at a later date. So that's, World of Color, Fantasmic, fireworks, parades, yada yada. Let's see. While character meet and greets will be temporarily unavailable, characters will be in parks in new ways to entertain and delight guests. My thought on that is they're going to have the cavalcade where they have the characters in the little double-decker bus car, and they'll actually have it coming down Main Street. They'll come wave to everybody, stuff like that, and you get to see the characters that way. So there's going to be no meet and greets where you can actually have your kids go up to the characters and stuff like that. So that's a huge bummer, but they are doing the best that they can. Next up, let's see. Pending government approval, Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa, Disney's Paradise Pier, and Disney Vacation Club villas at Disneyland's Grand California Hotel and Spa are planned to reopen to guests and members starting July 23rd. Plans to support physical distancing as well as increased cleaning measures, along with the number of the health and safety protocols, will be implemented as part of the phased reopening of the hotels and vacation club. So that's great news for everybody who is part of DVC. Anybody who wants to stay on property, they are planning to do as much as they can to keep everything clean. Downtown Disney District will begin reopening on July 9th in the state's reopening guidelines. With its unique variety of shopping and dining experiences, including the flagship World of Disney store. So that's basically Disneyland's store will be open on July 9th. So World of Disney will be open to buy all the Disney Parks merchandise that you can find. So you guys are able to go there. Is it going to be a 6-hour virtual queue like they have at Disney Springs? I don't doubt it. It's going to be mayhem. I'm just letting you guys know that now. With the health of the guests and Disney cast members at the forefront of planning, several operation changes will be implemented based on guidance from health authorities to promote physical distancing and cleanliness throughout the Downtown Disney District. Additionally, information on enhanced health and safety measures and operational changes for reopening locations will soon be shared. These policies are under continuous review and are subject to change as the Disneyland Resort monitors conditions and receives guidance from health and government authorities. Disneyland holds a special place in the hearts of people around the world, and it was created as a place where family members of all ages could have fun together. A place to leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. 65 years later, it still is. It's time for magic, and we look forward to welcoming you back. So that was from Michael Ramirez, who is part of Parks Blog. Fantastic article, very well written, and lots of details in there. So what I think we'll do now is we will open up the floor to anybody who has questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as quick as possible because I see a lot of people in the chat right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the information back up for the notes. So if anybody has any questions that doesn't include what's up here, go ahead and ask them. So see if I can go ahead and answer for them. But I do want to go ahead and touch on one thing. Something that Caitlin just mentioned. I did not see anything that said we had to wear face masks. That is 100% true. But I don't doubt that they're going to have to make us wear face masks, guys. I mean, every theme park is doing it right now. So it's probably going to happen. So just bear with the information about that coming out. Just kind of have an idea that that's already going to happen because, I mean, Universal already is doing it. Today I went to Universal City Walk, and you were required to wear a mask in order to enter. So that's just basically the downtown Disney of Universal Studios, and you have to wear a mask. So I'm pretty sure they're going to make people do it here too. I mean, if Walt Disney World's doing it, and they're like 1,000,000 degrees hotter than us, we're probably going to have to do it too. Can I reserve for November now? No. Do you think AP blackout dates will be adjusted? I hope so, but I don't know for sure. When do you think Snow White will open? Probably more towards the end of the year. That would just be my assumption because I don't think they were working on any rides, including Avengers Campus, while everything was closed. So I don't see any of that actually opening until later on the year. What is that? Hawkeye?
Yeah. The Avengers Campus.
Once approved, all the dates will be announced. Correct. That is correct. Thank you, Ivan. How do you think Star Wars Night will work then? I do not think Star Wars Night will happen. I think they will cancel it. That's just my thoughts on it. I think all of the After Dark events or the late night events, they're all going to cancel. Because there's no way that they can have that many people in the park without adhering to the guidelines. Disneyland theme park reopening July 7, 2020. Yes, thank you, Joey. There's a rumor for as long as we're in the reservation system, your AP will be extended by that much time. Take that with a grain of salt. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate that information. Hopefully we can get some more solid details on that. Not Legoland in Florida. What? Do you think Star Wars Night will still happen? Oh, I just answered that question. Do you think annual pass holders that were put on a pause until they reopen be valid once the park opens? So I think the blackout dates, we don't have no details on it, but I think the blackout dates are still going to be into effect unless they rework the blackout dates completely. Because, I mean, if you're paying for a pass and you have no blackout dates, but you have to basically try and get a ticket to get in or try to get a reservation, I don't think that's fair to the people that pay so much money for their pass that have to try and get a reservation. Same thing goes for anybody else. I mean, if you are not blocked out that day and you try and you're trying to get a reservation and you don't get it, you should be entitled to some type of compensation. But then again, my opinion, who knows what Disney's going to do. I'm going to try and make this quick because I don't want to get caught up in these questions and not answer anybody. I'm thinking of higher passes have to have some sort of reservation advantage. What do you think? I don't know. It'd be nice because I pay a lot of freaking money for my pass. And I think it'd be nice to have a little bit more of an opportunity to get the reservations because I pay so much money. But then again, it's going to be up to Disney ultimately. Do you think the reservation system will be like Galaxy's Edge or D23? Similar to it. I don't think it'll be identical, but very similar.
Let's hope it doesn't crash like the other two.
Yeah, let's hope that the Disney servers are actually able to take it because we know damn well that the last couple times that they've needed reservation systems, complete trash. So I can't renew my pass? No, Leo, you cannot. Will we still see characters in Galaxy's Edge or no? No, there will not be any characters you can see at this point. There are...
No, you know what I'm thinking? It's no character meet and greets, but there are going to be character encounters. So they might have, like, stormtroopers on top.
Right, but you can't meet them.
No.
Like, they won't be roaming.
But the question was, will they be...
Yeah, you could probably still see them, like, the way you see stormtroopers on the top, like Ashley just said. You guys probably didn't hear it. But you guys won't be able to see, like, Rey or Chewie or something like that. Yeah. That's the only thing. Park hopping will be interesting. It definitely will. I mean, think about it. You have a reservation for Disneyland, but you don't have it for DCA. Yeah, I know, for real. Let's see. Did they specify how and when they will be able to make reservations? No. How about Avengers Campus? I don't think that's going to happen this year. If anything, it's going to happen at the end of the year. Maybe park hopping will be the same way. You have to make reservations for a Flex Pass. Possibly. So maybe if you get a reservation for DCA, but you don't have it for Disneyland, you can at least go to one park. That's actually really smart if they do that. That's actually a great point, Marisol. Are the AP passes going to be skyrocketing? Are the AP passes going to skyrocket after this? I don't know. I hope that the prices actually decrease because of this. But Disneyland is a business that is definitely in it for the money. Just saying. That's an opinion. That's my opinion. I need to get a little gift that pops up right there. Let's see. So you can only reserve one park per day. We don't know yet. What's up, Steve Hall? So this reservation just for those that have passes and tickets, or anyone can, and then give the option to buy if you have a reservation. I'm assuming what you have to do is you're going to have your ticket or your annual pass linked to your mobile app, and you're going to have to go through a reservation system like that through the app, because it's going to recognize you actually have a ticket for a valid ticket or pass for that day. That's what I think is going to happen. How do you feel? How do CM feel about this? No idea, because I'm not a cast member. Can't wait to go back to Disneyland, but don't know if I will be able to stand wearing a mask all day at the park bad enough to do it in a hospital. I 100% agree. That is definitely going to be tough, especially for a lot of people. And if they make it to where kids over 2 have to wear a mask, it's going to be even more brutal for them. Especially even kids who might have some type of like a mental disorder, if that's a thing where they can't wear the masks. Like, that's going to be really, really bad for the kids that have to do that. Check the park hours on Disneyland app, and at the bottom you will see closed for refurbishment. Thank you, Ivan. How much would the SoCal tickets be handled? How would the SoCal tickets be handled since they expire in May? All those tickets, I believe, got extended to, I think, September, or they got extended till November. So you might want to check on that online. CMs have mixed emotions, I'm sure. With homie John, CMs have a bag of mixed emotions, just as all Disney lovers are at this time. John, I'll get to your answer to this question eventually once I get through all these. Did you guys receive any emails about this, or like any updates or anything? I'm pretty sure you guys talked about it in the chat that we have, but I haven't seen it because I've been so busy today.
But John's he's like PhotoPass, and they're not. I don't know. That's interesting.
Well, yeah, I'll just wait to see what John says. Do you know a little more about the Magic Bands and how they work? Just curious. I know Disney World uses them. So the Magic Bands, they don't work here in Disneyland because we don't have that technology system. But ultimately what it does is it prevents you from having to use your annual pass, use an actual credit card. You just basically tap your band on the sensor for wherever it is, and it tracks all your information. So it tracks your PhotoPass, it tracks your payments, it tracks you charging items and being sent to the room that you're already in because it's already all linked. It's a very cool system, and I would love for it to come to Disneyland, but I don't see it coming anytime soon. It would be nice, but it probably would be a long time till that happens. None of us like that all the magic is not all there, but for those of us who want the food, snacks, and rides, it's on. Yeah, that's for sure. When will the makeup video come out? Not as important, Anita, but soon.
Oh, but people...
It'll come out soon. Are you guys planning on going the first day? I'm going to try.
I don't know.
I'm going to try and get a reservation for us.
I don't know.
If Ashley feels comfortable and I feel comfortable, then we will go. But ultimately, we don't know until we get to that point. So we can't really say yes or no. Also, we kind of want to see how things are going with this COVID-19 to see if it's gotten better. That's the only thing. Nice Funko Pop collection. Thank you. Guys, in case you guys didn't know, there's going to be a Funko Pop video coming out in about 45 minutes for you guys to watch here on YouTube. Do you think it's too early for Disneyland to open? Yes, I do. I really do, because Arizona opened up about a month ago, and their cases of COVID-19 skyrocketed. So that just goes to show you that this is a very high possibility that we can get like a relapse here. Passes might go up in 2021. Definitely something that could happen. What's up, Sonia and Madison? Do you think the prices for food and drinks will go up? Yeah, probably. They always do. They definitely always do. Hello, regarding Marvel Land, any idea when it opens? No idea at this point. My guess is going to be somewhere in 2021 or at the end of 2020. Will it look like Shanghai? More than likely it will. More than likely it will look like Shanghai for character meet and greets. Well, they'll be up on a stage and you can say hi, you can take a selfie, or they can like be higher than you and they're not actually like next to you. I've seen that, and definitely takes away from the magic and that whole meet and greet, but at least you can see the characters. Where can I check this info for the SoCal tickets? I believe it's on Disneyland's website. What do you think will happen if my pass expired during quarantine, but my 4-year-old daughters didn't? What will happen if I can't renew? Well, if your pass expires during quarantine, you should have had it extended if you chose that option because you weren't paying for your pass during the quarantine. So your pass should be extended for the amount of months that Disneyland has been closed if you chose that option. So there's actually a video that we talked about or that we did, I think it was about a month ago, talking about this on our YouTube page. If you want to watch that, it's a lot of detail about what to expect about passes being expired and how they are extended and stuff like that. So if you want to check that out, I definitely suggest it. It involves my emotion. It's called mood dysregulation. Oh, I believe it, and I'm sorry that you have that. Hi, I was in the stream earlier today. Recognize me. What's up, Brent Villa? What's up, Gabe? Do you think they'll still be holding the Halloween parties? I hope so, because Halloween and Halloween parties are my favorite thing at Disneyland, especially like with all the spoopy stuff. Like literally, that's literally my favorite time at Disneyland to go is during Halloween. So I hope that they still have it.
Candy.
But yeah, I was actually talking to Ashley about this the other night. Like, if they have the Halloween parties, how are they going to give candy out? How are they going to have people standing in line for candy? Like, you can't have a virtual queue to get a bag full of candy. Like, I don't know how they're going to do that.
That's not going to be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be fun. Can cast members still taking people into the parks? I do not know. What's up, Pedro? With limited capacity, I would not be worried. Okay, yeah, definitely. I had a weird issue with my AP because it disappeared off my app because technically it expired, so I called them and they said it'll reappear once they open. Well, that's good information, Tiffany. Thank you. I was unaware of how that worked. Do you think park hours will change? I do not think that they will be going till 12 midnight during like peak hours. I think they'll be closing at like 10.
Or maybe like 9.
Or 9. Yeah, I think like once it gets like between that 9 to 10 time, they'll be closing the parks. So that they'll probably be closing at like the non-peak hour times that they do like at some points during the year. When will the makeup video will be happening at a later time? I'm late to the chat. Will there be additional will there be an additional fee for the reservations? No. No fee, but we don't have details on how the reservations work yet. I'm upset. I knew I should have gotten my annual pass during quarantine. Were you able to buy passes during quarantine? I don't know if you were able to.
I know someone who got theirs. It expired and they rebought it.
Yeah. If you go on the first day back, will you live stream? 100%. I do plan on live streaming everything as much as I can for you guys. So please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn those notifications. Because if you don't turn on notifications, you probably won't get notified when we go live. Always enjoy your live streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Park hours will be reduced. Thank you, Ivan. But I didn't extend it because I was going to upgrade. Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. If you didn't extend your pass because you're going to upgrade, that totally makes sense. Let's see. Can we still make lightsabers and droids in Galaxy's Edge? There's no information on that. I would really think that they're going to limit that. Because right now, I think for lightsabers, I think they have maybe like 20 people per group. They're probably going to limit that to like 10 or less. So it's going to be even harder for you to get a reservation for that. As for the droids, they'll probably still have that, but they'll have everybody like literally in a virtual queue. So it won't be as bad as you waiting to get into the actual store. What's up?
When you make the droids, though, it's on a conveyor belt and everyone can just touch stuff. So
oh, yeah. So the droid parts are on a conveyor belt, so everybody touches it. Honestly, guys, that's going to be a tough one. That's 100% going to be a tough one to actually understand how they're going to do it. Got the broccoli boys and the grape girls in the chat. What's up, Drew? I live where the most COVID positives are per capita in California, and we're still opening stuff down here. I don't know how it's going over there in Orange County, but I hope people are careful. Lisa, I hope everything's as careful as could possibly be where you're at. I don't know where you are exactly, but good luck to you guys over there, and I hope everything gets done as smooth as possible because we need to get rid of this. My pass expired during quarantine, but my fiance's pass is good until December. I won't be able to go, and he will not go without me renewing his pass. Renewing his pass as loss of money. Elizabeth, I'm so sorry, but that comment had a lot of typos, so I don't really understand it. If you can type it one more time. What's up, Joseph? My boyfriend Remy told me that everything is all open, but I'm not sure about it. That's definitely not the case yet. Has a SoCal deal been extended? Also, sorry if I hog the chat with questions. I am a walk-in questionnaire. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. That's what this is for. I believe all tickets that were bought during that promo era have been extended because the park closed in March. What's your guess on how many rides will have virtual queues? I'm assuming every single ride will have some sort of virtual queue, whether it be of actual like on the app, or they're gonna figure something out to where you you scan your pass or your ticket, kind of like the way the fast pass is. I have a really strong feeling that they're gonna have to implement that for every single ride because they can't jam pack everybody in the queues anymore. What's up, Johnny? Virtual queues are based on how long the lines are for certain attractions. Thank you guys, you rock. Thank you, Carla. How do you think the parking structure going to work? So the parking structure, my assumption is what they're going to do, exactly how they did it for Universal when I went today. They actually have a space between each and every car. So like if you park right here, the space next to you is automatically going to be empty. They're going to put a cone there so people can't park next to you. So I think that's how it's going to be. Considering we have 2 parking structures plus a whole Toy Story lot, I think we're going to have plenty of room for people, especially if they're going to limit capacity with attendance. Like to the chat, but what if you can't get into the park due to reservations? Wondering if Disney will be willing to cancel a pass. That's a great question. I don't know if people are willing to cancel passes just because they can't get a reservation, but would be a good question once we get more information from Disney. What rides are we going to be open? We don't know yet. They haven't made that announcement. Does California have any restrictions towards New Yorkers coming to Disneyland? No, I think the only thing that there's a restriction to is international travel right now coming into the United States. I think that's the only restriction. I really wanted to upgrade my AP. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that boat, Johnny. No problem. However, side note is I did call and chose the option to extend the pass before it expired, so I'm not sure how it works. If your pass expired, you didn't have to call to choose the option. Good update on that, Tiffany. Thank you. Do you think Bippity Boppity Boutique will be open? I don't think so. Anything that has to do with you being in contact or close to a cast member, like extremely close or anything like that, I don't think they're going to have it anymore. So Bippity Boppity Boutique with the makeover for the kids, I don't think is going to be something they're going to do anymore. The face painting, definitely not going to do it anymore. That kind of stuff is, at this point, it's probably going to be removed. Per Mike's chat, construction already resumed on Marvel. Refurbishments, Snow White Mansion, and Runway. Wouldn't expect those to be delayed too much. Marvel could open just as a traffic route. That'd be cool. That'd be cool because that traffic route between getting from Guardians to basically Cars Land, that is such a mission and a half of a walk to go all the way through Buena Vista Street and back down to Grizzly Peak. So if they do open that just for traffic walkways, that'd be nice. I would hope what they do is like put up tarps to block all of the buildings so that people don't get it spoiled. But who knows if they're going to actually do that. Let's see. Just got here. Any information on why the Disneyland Hotel is not listed on the opening schedule? We have no information on that, Andrew, unfortunately. When is Disneyland going to propose the plan to the local and state government? I don't know, actually. That's a great question, Leilani. I don't know. If somebody knows that in the chat, it'd be nice if you guys could answer that. I just bought a new AP on Monday, so I'm glad I did. Yes, Stacey, you definitely lucked out. Well, I'm finally caught up, thank God. Seriously, as a registered nerd, can you imagine being at the park until closing time wearing a mask all day? Not sure if I want to do that for an entire day, and don't know how long I can take it. Sorry, I had like burping coming up. I didn't want to burp on the mic. Yeah, that's definitely going to be an issue for a lot of people. A lot of people can't stand wearing a mask for so many hours. Like, I think when me and Ashley go out for our walks, we walk for like an hour to an hour and a half, and it's definitely a struggle because, like, you have just something covering your mouth the whole time. Like yesterday, we went running. That mask came off real quick. When it comes to pass reservations, do you think there will be a free-for-all where anyone with the pass can reserve, or does it depend on the pass you originally bought? I'm thinking it's gonna depend on the pass. If you have a valid ticket that's gonna allow you entrance normally, that's gonna be a valid ticket for you to get a reservation. If you have a valid pass that's gonna now allow you entrance normally on that day, you're gonna have a valid opportunity to get a reservation. But if you're normally blocked out, I think they're gonna prevent you from getting a reservation. I don't know for sure. That's just an idea. That's just a thought. We live in the Imperial Valley. We even made the New York Times for how bad it was down here. I work at the hospital. I'm so stressed out. I'm glad Happy Place is opening. We are AP too. Lisa, once again, good luck. I hope everything gets better in your area. I really wish everything was gone so you guys don't have to worry about that, especially being the most, I guess, like contained or contaged. I don't even know if that's a word. Basically, the highest COVID area in California. My love, can you watch your feet so you don't move the camera?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. How do you guys feel about the possible renaming of Splash Mountain?
Did you read about it?
I did. I think they should just leave Splash Mountain the way it is. I honestly just think they should just leave it the way it is. That's just my opinion, guys. Sorry. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. But I just think they just leave Splash Mountain the way it is. They already changed Pirates, so leave Splash. Let's see. Any idea how many reservations we allow a day? No idea. We don't have that information just yet. I'm hoping that they allow a good amount of people to enter. I mean, we don't really know Disneyland's cap because they never really announce it. But I know it's several thousands of people that normally enter. I don't know by how many or how much of a percent they're going to cut that down because they technically didn't announce it. But I'm assuming it's going to be cut down significantly. So those thousands is probably going to be like 1,000, possibly. I guess we'll see. Will the Duo dance parties continue after everything reopens? Yes, but it won't be on a weekly consistent basis like it has been. Just because we, of course, want to be able to go to the parks, show you guys Disney, stuff like that.
Take a break.
Also take a little bit of a break because weekly dance parties is definitely a lot of stress. I guess for me, mostly because I have to try and up my production value every week. But we're definitely going to keep it going for as long as we can. Just probably won't be weekly. Star Tours, assuming probably out for a while since it's elbow to elbow and confirmed. Yeah, definitely Star Tours is not going to be available. There's going to be a renaming for Splash Mountain. I don't like that. I mean, your opinion is very valid. It definitely is. Would you assume APs will resume from the day it opens or from the first visit back? I hope it's the first visit back. I hope it's not the first day it opens because not all APs are going to be able to get a reservation. So I don't think it's fair for people to have to pay for an annual pass where they are not able to actually get a reservation because of the limited capacity. So I'm hoping it starts on the day you're actually able to return. Kind of like when you buy an annual pass, if you buy it on Wednesday, the annual pass like expiration date doesn't start then unless you enter the park. So if you buy your annual pass on a Monday and you go to Disney Park for the first time on a Friday using it, a year from that Friday is when it expires. So hopefully it's like that. Will Goofy's Kitchen be open? No idea. No information about the restaurants yet. I don't know if this was asked, but I had rent out. But I have 5-day tickets. What do you believe will happen with those reservations? Will I be able to reserve for 5 straight days? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think what they'll do is they'll go ahead and give you the option to reserve day by day. So if you're lucky, you're able to reserve it for a full, 5 days. If you're not, then you'll definitely have to split up those tickets. Have they said anything about masks being required thing for Disneyland, or they make it an optional thing? They have not talked about it being a requirement, but my assumptions are they're going to make it a requirement. So just already have that idea in your head. You will be required to wear a mask to enter downtown Disney as well as Disneyland and DCA. Let's see. If you can build a droid, I think it could be that guests won't be allowed to stand by and take anything off the conveyor belt. They have to stand back and ask the CM to get the item and be gloved. Baby, when we did the droid, did we grab the parts ourselves?
Yeah. So they give you like the actual like motor part.
Oh, and then you build it yourself.
And you put all the toppings.
Got it.
You have to pick like whatever.
It's been a year. I don't remember it. Yeah, so Steve Hall, that'd actually be a really great thing. Just have the CMs hand it to you, make sure they're all wearing gloves and stuff, making sure it's nice and clean. Maybe they wipe it down before they give it to you, so at least you know it's sanitized. Wipe it down. Wipe. Let's see. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the info. You're welcome, Chrissy. What's up, Stephanie? Let's see. Update Splash Mountain. Thank you, Chris. Are Ivan and John cast members? John is a cast member. I do not know about Ivan.
Yes.
He is?
Yes.
Okay, Ivan's a cast member. What's Ashley making for dinner? She's making spaghetti. Is there a duo dance party this weekend? Yes, there is. Thank you. You're welcome, Yasmin. Have you been affected by the DCMA claims with the dance parties on Twitch? I have not. I think if I have an issue with them with my videos that are currently on Twitch. Then I'll be just taking them down as soon as they're up. There's no issue when you're streaming live, but the issue is once your videos are on demand, they are clipped or they are highlights. That's when they can go in there and they can put their claims on it. So that's the only thing. But when I'm DJing live, I don't have to worry about it. Will Small World be open? Don't know. They have not announced anything about rides being open yet. I think it's a great idea to retheme and rename Splash Mountain. Change is good. It shows growth. That's a great opinion. Fantastic. I'm glad you guys are expressing your opinions because that's what this is all about. Expressing how you feel, expressing your opinions in a very respectable way.
Yeah, I'm saying respectfully.
Let's see. Did anyone order the mask from Shop Disney get charged today? Hopefully that means it's shipping soon. You should check.
Mine was charged the day of.
You got charged the day of and you still haven't got the masks?
Yeah.
Did they say when they were going to ship it out?
The end of June.
End of June?
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
I think, yeah. Well, it showed us a charge on my statement, like on my credit card. But
Well, that answers that. Let's see. I'm a cast. All right, thank you, Ivan. Wasn't sure if you were. Which ride will you go on first when Disneyland reopens? Honestly, Andrew, I don't think I'm gonna go on any rides for like it being the first thing I do. I'm just gonna go and enjoy being back in the park. I'm gonna walk down Main Street. I'm gonna walk down to the hub. I'm gonna walk to the castle. I'm gonna walk every single land and just enjoy the fact that I get to hear, Disneyland's music, Disneyland's, sound effects, all that stuff. Because that's exactly what I miss. That's what I miss the most. Besides me being able to use Disneyland as a place to spend time with Ashley and to spend time with our friends. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Let's see. Will you be there on the reopening of Downtown Disney?
I have work.
My answer, as of now, is yes. But things could change, so I don't know yet. But if I could answer no, nothing changed as far as plans, yes. So you guys would have to wait to see if that does happen. I was charged day of. Okay, so some other people were charged day of too. Are you nervous for the park being open? It's such an amazing and scary thing. I am extremely nervous. Like any normal person, they should be scared about this virus.
Of course.
Because it's something scary. Over 2 million cases?
Well, that was a couple days ago, yeah.
Over 2 million cases.
No, it was 1,900,000 when I checked.
Okay, so 1.9 million in the United States. Not worldwide, but United States. And I think over 100,000 people died already?
I don't remember.
Several thousands of people died. Several thousand people died. So it's a very real and scary thing. So of course I'm nervous about it. Anybody that, has a sense of wanting to be safe should be scared about it. I cannot wait for some Disney food. Definitely, D-Rockin'. I work retail. Oh, okay. That's cool. At least we have an idea of where maybe we can find you, Ivan. You get charged day of as a pre-authorization. You officially get charged when they ship out. Oh, well, you should probably check that when you get the opportunity, love.
Okay.
Thank you, Rudy. Really hope to meet you guys when they open. We hope to meet you too, Tiff. Do you think Disneyland will be busier than Disney World because it will be more locals versus families traveling out of state? I think it will be just as busy. Of course, the attendance will be a lot less because Disneyland is a smaller park, but I think it will be just as busy because just as many people want to visit Disneyland who want to visit Disney World. So I don't think it's going to be any less busy, to be honest. Disneyland is my backup happy place right after church. That's fantastic. Hopefully you're able to visit your happy place. Leo, I did see your super chat. Thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome on NBC7 this past weekend. Thank you so much, Leo. Let me go ahead and pull this out so I can give you a horn of redemption. I don't know. I need to name it something for like the super chats. Maybe like just the super chat horns. But I'm loading up the program. I say fear is a layer, so I'm not scared of COVID. God will protect me. That's a great mindset there, Caitlin. Do you think their old merch will be on sale? The only merch that I think is going to be on sale is the Magic Happens merch. Because, like, literally it's not new anymore. Let's see. Hopefully this is not too loud. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Alright, hopefully you heard that. Thank you, Leo, for the super chat. Yeah, I think I officially got charged today for the mask, so fingers crossed it's on their way, or on its way. Their shipping has been slow. What was the last time we ordered from Shop Disney when you got that jacket and I got my shirt? That was back in April? Yeah. Do you have Animal Crossing New Horizons? No, we don't. We don't even have a Switch, sadly. My husband and I have a 5-day park hopper ticket planned for September. We live in Oregon. Curious to see how it all plays out by then. A bit worried about the reservation restriction, though. I think a lot of people are in that boat. A lot of people who bought tickets for that SoCal deal that they had that was valid till May that got extended. I think a lot of people are in that boat to where they don't know if it's going to be something that they're able to combine into one or if it's going to be something they're going to fight for each and every day. Why am I craving a bao bun, Dole Whip, and sitting in Tropical Hideaway? Because that is a fantastic way to spend your day. That's why. Do you think they will have the mini attraction collection from last month's or only have the March one? I would assume they... Wait, isn't that a Disney store and Disney Online only?
Yeah, but they had I don't know what month it was, but the Pirates month.
They had the ears there.
They had the mini, like in Walt Disney World, so they had like the mini plush. So stuff I think that they didn't sell out of or something, or they had like stock left. They had it at Walt Disney the first day it opened.
Got it. It's a possibility. No, for sure. Let's see. I can't wait for Downtown Disney to open. Hopefully, Jazz Kitchen is open for some beignets and the churro cart. Yes, definitely waiting for Downtown Disney to open because they have some amazing options for food. I'm really... Oh, is that In-N-Out? Get out of here. I'm just really worried about how everything's going to play out with that. But I think that's about all the time we have for the details on this, guys. So if there's any more questions that you guys have as you're rewatching the video or anything that pops up that you might want to answer to, make sure to put that comment down below in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it to my knowledge. Whenever we do get updates from Disneyland and more information, we'll make sure to update you guys here as well. We always update our Instagram first, so if you're not following us on social media, everything's under It's the Duo with 2 O's. If you did enjoy this video and if it was helpful and it brought a lot of answers to your questions, please give it a like. It does help the video a lot. It gets this video out to more people who might have these questions. Also, if you are new and you're watching this and you haven't yet, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. We have more videos coming out for you guys. We have 1 video a week dedicated to Funko Pops. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. We have a Funko Pop video actually coming on the channel in 20 minutes, so you guys can watch that if you want to. I will be streaming tonight on Twitch at 8 p.m. playing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. So if you're a fan of that, you guys can come too. But yeah, that's really all we have here. Hopefully you guys got your answers or your questions answered, and I was able to provide as much detail as I can. And we're just waiting to see what happens next. So we love you guys. We'll catch you on the Flippy Whippy, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. See ya. See ya. It still didn't end. See ya.